Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. I am your friendly neighborhood therapist, Alfonso. Welcome to Relationship Information FYI, or for your information. This is the first video that I'm posting on this new channel. And guys, this channel is all about relationships. The only thing you will get from this channel is relationship advice from a board certified psychotherapist. I will be using other tools at my disposal to bring you all what I believe is going to be the best content that's going to help you to have the best relationship possible. The first thing I'd like to ask you to do is to consider, those of you who already know me from my other channels, you guys know what I'm about. But for those of you who don't know me, let me introduce myself. I am a board certified psychotherapist with almost 30 years of experience providing mental health and relationship advice to couples, primarily here in the DMV. But I literally have people all over the country, cross country, and even out of the country that I try to help through content and patients that I have all around the country. But as I said, I want to focus this channel specifically on the relationship aspect. As a marriage and family counselor, as a therapist, I usually treat anywhere from 40 to 50 people per week. And this is something that I just love to do. Guys, what I really love, I love relationships. And early today, as I was doing some yard work for my other channel, DIY Lawn Care and Home Repair, I'll post a link to that over here. As I was doing some work in for my other channel, I thought about this question. And I want you guys, please make sure you give me some feedback because I love interacting with my subscribers, just like I love interacting with my patients. I thought about this question: is monogamy dying or is it dead? Is monogamy dying or is it dead? Now, please forgive me if this sounds infantile, but I learned in graduate school that we speak to people in a way that's relatable and that we talk in a way that even a fifth grader can understand it. So when I say monogamy, I mean one on one, you and me, us never part. Is that now dead in relationships? I can emphatically say no. But at the same time, I can also acknowledge that there is definitely a trend, a change in what we're seeing in norms in relationships or the mindset of individuals who are seeking to engage in relationships. And what I've found over my years of experience is that some of it is racial, cultural, and geographical. When I travel to areas like New York down to Atlanta, and then when I go cross country or other parts of the South, I actually see a different take on relationships. So for this video, I'm just speaking about the DMV area and what I have observed from being down in the Atlanta area, Atlanta, McDonough, and in places like that. Monogamy is not dead, but we must acknowledge that there is a change in how people approach what they consider a normal relationship. When I say normal, that's very relative to the individual seeking to be in the relationship or the individuals in the relationship. What I found that was actually striking for me, I just turned 59 years old last Wednesday. And I know I'm from a different era, but I actually treat couples who are as young as in their early 20s up into their late 70s. And my norm is that there are two individuals in a relationship who have dedicated themselves to each other in a monogamous relationship. The terms polyamory and things like that, they've been around for a while, but they were more of a subculture. I found in doing intakes, when people come to see me for counseling, we all do an intake to make sure there's no psychiatric disorder, the presence of a psychiatric disorder like depression or anxiety or anything like that. But when I'm seeing individuals for specifically for relationship related matters, it was actually a surprise to me to find out the number of people who say that they go on dating sites, they go to places where they know they can typically meet people, and polyamory or being with multiple partners is now something that's more of a topic for conversation up front, as opposed to something that somebody, a fetish or something that somebody may have had before. And once again, from my era and area of dating, this is not something that's new, but it's definitely a change. I'm actually having more people coming to me now and saying, Mr. Lewis, Alfonso, in their assessment, they're saying that the individual that I'm talking to now, at the beginning or very early on, he's introduced or she's introduced polyamory, or there is an expectation that sex will take place rather quickly. And I mean, in some cases, the same day. One of my patients said something to me that was very interesting a few months back. She was saying how her friend told her how the gentleman came to her house for the first date, and I think it was the first date, and said that he had already taken his Viagra and they needed to have sex now so that the food and the alcohol wasn't contraindicated with the Viagra so that he may not be able to perform later on. And I just thought, wow, is this really where we are now? Now, hey, if that's what you do, I'm not here to judge you at all. But this is something that is still not in the mainstream. But there is an expectation in this area, in the DMV area. There are two things that are very prevalent. Number one, it's very prevalent that men especially, and I'm not saying this just to men, but men especially absolutely positively expect sex at the beginning of a relationship. And the second thing is that men have made it very known that they feel like they, in this area, that they are the prize, that they or we are the prize, we are the commodity, and we have an absolute right to demand polyamory. We demand sex right away, and we demand a certain type of treatment because, as they say, there are other fish in the sea. But as somebody else said, common saying, there's also a lot of pee now in that dating pool. So what we're seeing is a change in relationship values where individuals are now at the beginning letting you know what their thoughts are about one-on-one, you and me together. Monogamy. I don't think, as a matter of fact, I know for a fact that monogamy is not dead. But as I said before, we acknowledge the fact that these are different times now. And as I told my patient the other day, talking about men always trying to make a beeline for the vagina, what I said or reminded her is that in this area and at your age, there is an expectation that you give it up right away, and that there is no commitment with it. But for individuals who still have a value system, still have ethics or morals, whether it's social or religious or otherwise, when we are beholden to what we know to be right, we can expect now to run into a lot more people who no longer have shared values about monogamy. So we shouldn't be surprised when individuals say, hey, I am into open sex. I'm into multiple partners. I'm not into monogamy. I'm just into doing whatever. I like threesomes. I like swinging, all of these things now. And treating them for the last few decades, I have to say it was very much an eye opener for me. But after all these years and after providing therapy for so many people, so many couples, I can let you know that monogamy is not dead. If you are an individual who are looking, if you're looking for that individual who will respect monogamy in a relationship, you're going to have to search longer, be more patient, and wait until you find somebody that has shared values with you. I'm bringing this content to you today, my first one on this channel, because I want to encourage you. If you're running into individuals who don't share your value, don't devalue yourself in order to have something in common with them. You hold on to what you know to be right, and don't ever let anyone reduce the quality of who you know you are. Don't worry about what everybody else is saying. You hang in there and wait until what is yours, somebody who shares commonality with you. Wait until they come, because I guarantee you, if you compromise your values at the beginning, you'll find yourself doing that for the rest of that relationship. No, monogamy is not dead, but it seems like it's taking a vacation. Hey guys, I love to say this in all my channels. First of all, I love you. Second of all, do something on purpose to help make somebody else's life better. No greater feeling in life than the feeling of knowing you've helped somebody